So, hello, it's Mr. Warford again for a marathon commentary video. This time it's on Sun Wukong vs Robot, which is a very short metroid-like. You can probably finish it in under an hour, but it can be also pretty tough, to be honest, because it's very open and you can face a boss which is way above your current uh, level, even though it doesn't have level. You will see how you're upgrading your character. It's a very technical round in terms of execution, in terms of knowledges you need to beat the bosses. So yeah, it can be tough, and I can die at least once in the round. So I'm probably gonna take some safety strats sometimes. You will see. Anyway, I'm gonna start the game. There is a little cutscene at the beginning. I'm gonna skip it at some point, but basically the story is that you are playing as Sun Wukong, this little monkey with a weapon which is a stick, and he's fighting against four robots. And at some point, they are able to defeat him and imprison him in a maze, and they use a crown to limit his power and his freedom. So you have to beat every boss is to break every gem on the crown, basically. So this is the main story of the game. The run is starting on the first movement in the game, so it will start in 3, 2, 1, go. So at the beginning, I will just grab one upgrade. I mean, one special move. There is 3 special moves in the game. Um, one kind of balloon special move, which is this one. I don't remember the exact name of it. I'm gonna just use it for 2 specific part of the run, and then I'm gonna use another one. We used to do a grand session on the left here to get some XP, but now the routing it's much riskier, but also much faster in terms of upgrade routing. I'm gonna grab here an energy upgrade, which will be very important for the boss fights. The HP upgrades are not as important. You can just play without taking ones if you want, but energy upgrades for using special moves are really important. Oh, sorry, I made quite a mistake. That's fine. I'm gonna be able to get here and get another energy upgrade. Then I go here. There's a lot of things to explain, so I hope I will do a good job. I'm jumping on this tank here to skip it. And here I'm just gonna destroy with my special move the electric field. I took a hit here, so I can die pretty quickly now. So I'm gonna try to be careful. Electric fields can deal a crap ton of damage. There is a second special move here, which I call the flamethrower, which is by far the best in the game. I will use it on every bosses, basically. I'm just gonna try to be careful now because I took a huge hit. I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna also skip the tank here. We used to kill it, but actually it's faster to just skip it. The kamikaze enemies can also do a lot of damages, but I'm gonna use one to destroy this. Then I'm gonna use the flamethrower and grab another energy upgrade here. You can see already that the main attack, which is with the stick, has a pretty short range. This is why it's pretty important to use your flamethrower, but you can still combine both of them. This was a save point which regen all your HP and energy. Okay, I made the jump. This is the first boss. This is Sean. I'm gonna try to do a pretty precise sequence of it on the fox before the real boss comes. That's 5 hits, so that's great. 3 hits, and now the boss will go here and I will be able to start using the flamethrower. That's basically the strategy I'm using. It seems like it's a better one. This boss can be tough sometimes because it can aim at you pretty easily. That's a goal split, even though I did some big mistakes. Wow. 35 is the best Sean boss fight I ever got. That's huge. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it can be very tough and sometimes you will lose a lot of health. I didn't lose any, I think, here, so that's great. This is for abilities. I'm not gonna buy one for now, but I will buy two after the second boss. This run is pretty intense, so I don't know if there will be a lot of room for donations. I'm gonna try to figure out some parts if it's possible to have some donations. I'm gonna open some doors here and there. I don't care about taking hits here because I'm gonna grab the only HP upgrade I'm gonna use in the entire run. It seems like only having 50 HPs for the entire run is very risky, so I'm not gonna doing it. And this one is not really slow to grab. I'm gonna use the ability I got thanks to the first boss, which is the shield. You can still buy it if you don't have it at the beginning, but you already automatically get it after defeating the first boss, and it gives you a shield if you charge it with the default attack, and it's very useful in a lot of circumstances. Like on this screen, even though I took some hits, it's not too bad. It will be even more important for the next screen because there will be a lot of plants shooting some spores and they can deal a good amount of damage. Same thing here with the plants, but this time you have to defeat every enemies on the screen, including the spores. So if there are spores on the screen, uh, after defeating all the plants, you have to destroy them, which is not the case here. It's fine. Heading to the second boss, which is used by far the easiest boss in the game, because you can basically just spam your flamethrower and the basic attack. You just need to open this door first. I will probably beat it in 21 or 22 seconds. So yeah, that's the strategy here. The boss is dropping acid bombs on the first phase and then spawn enemies and attack you with its parasol. But that's it. That's the boss. Another gold split. That's extremely surprising. This is basically the same time I got on the previous one, which was very good. So now I'm gonna buy two upgrades, which are damage reduction and triple jump. Oops, I didn't took the damage reduction. There we go. And I also got a dash ability from the boss. So that's very good. It will now be our main way of moving. Gonna grab the second level of the flamethrower. There are 3 levels for every special moves. I'm not gonna grab the last special move, by the way, which is a laser, because it's basically useless for the run. You can spam the dash as much as you want, but it can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Here I'm gonna do triple jumps and charge a shield every time, so I'm not gonna be bothered by any projectiles. Oh, I miss one jump here. Okay, that's not bad. Gonna use the save point here because the next boss is a huge worry. I will try to explain as the same time I'm gonna try to do it, but I swear this boss Tiao is really metal, but also really tough. It will start with some waves, but you can do a lot of damage before uh, he does any waves attack, and then he does the slamming attack on the ground, which deals a lot of damage. And now starts the main part of the boss, which is basically a bullet hell. I'm doing this specific sequence here. Using the shield on this boss is very important because of the amount of projectile, but also the shield, when it absorbs a projectile, it gives you a bit of energy back. So it's very important to make as much DPS as possible. Please do a shield, thank you. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't the best Tiao fight, to be honest. 65 is still not too bad. My health state is a bit worrying, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna try to not take any... Oh, actually, I might have to... Yeah, I'm gonna buy health, actually, because now it's getting a bit... Oops. Please, thank you. 45 is enough for the next part. Because I'm gonna have to take at least one damage boost, but it can be more, and if it's the case, with 25 HP it would have been risky. This is the one damage boost, but yeah, there will be another one here. Hey, I would have died, so I made the right choice. I can resave before the third boss arena after defeating it, but it wasn't bad enough to do that. So here I'm hopefully obviously using the dash ability to go through those areas. I don't buy the lava resistance ability because it's not useful actually. I'm sure I can just use dashes and then that's it. I'm gonna reach the final boss now. Yeah, it's already almost done. Gonna save one final time and then I'm gonna meet Fang, which is a bit of a weird boss fight, but it's not as hard as Tiao. Because he has a huge turbine which blow strong wind, so you have to go forward all the time, and he also use a blade which deals a good amount of damage, so I'm gonna try my best to not take direct hits, which I already done twice, which is not great. And I'm trying to do a pattern where the blade is not taking the hits for the head, but because the head is the part you need to destroy. I avoided that, that's pretty cool. Also, you will use a lot of energy on this boss, so... And that's it. Still sub 12 minutes. That's not bad. So yeah, as I said, this one is very intense. I'm explaining a lot of things, so I'm not sure donations can be done during this run, sadly. I will try to see if it's still possible at some points. But yeah, this run is very cool. As I said, very technical. I'm still working on a bit of routing. Fury crafting. I think this routing is already very good because I've cut a grinding section at the beginning, a lot of HP and mana upgrade. Uh, Also a bit of buying for the abilities. So it looks very cool now. Also, I'm gonna work soon on 100% category routing because it will be much more complicated. Hopefully it will come soon. It will be very interesting too. I hope you will like this run. As I said, the 80% category is pretty short, especially for a metroid-like. But it's very cool to improve it. There is a lot of movement tech, a lot of deck for the bosses. It's definitely challenging. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. By the way, this is the last screen if you want to see the time for the bosses. Sean was really good for real. I'm very happy about this one. And Feng was actually pretty average, so it's not bad. The only one which could have been better is Tiao. So even though Feng, the best time I got on Feng was 39, and I don't even know how I got it at that time. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it and see you for another video soon, I guess. Bye bye.